Hello everyone, my name is Aparna Srivastav and today I am going to present my project on credit risk analysis dashboard developed using Power BI. The main purpose of this project is to analyze borrower behavior, identify risky customers and generate insights that can help financial institutions reduce loan defaults and make better lending decisions. In this project, I use Power BI for dashboard creation, DAX for calculation, and Power Query for data processing and cleaning. First, the project objective. The objective of this project is to analyze credit risk using borrowers' financial and loan-related information. This project focuses on understanding borrower financial pattern, identify factors affecting loan defaults, monitoring default trends, performing risk analysis, building an interactive dashboard for decision making. This dashboard can help banks and financial institutions identify high-risk borrowers before approving loans. Then the dataset overview. The dataset used in this project contains borrower and loan related information. Some important columns in the datasets are person income, loan amount, interest rate, loan status, person employment rate, length, person home ownership, loan intent, credit history length. The target visible in this dataset is loan status, which identify whether a borrower defaulted or not. This dataset helps us understand the relationship between borrower financial conditions and loan repayment behavior. Then the tools and technologies used. In this project, I use multiple tools and technologies. First, Power BI was used for creating interactive dashboard and visualization. Second, DAX was used to create calculated measures such as average income, average loan amount, default rate, risk score. Third, the Power Query for data cleaning, handling missing values, data transformations, creating bins. These tools together helps in building a complete analytic solution. Then the data cleaning and pre-processing. Before starting visualization, I perform data processing. These steps include checking missing values, remove duplicates, corrected data types, cleaning inconsistent records, creating bins for employment rate, created calculated columns and measures. I also created calculated columns and DAX measures for advanced analysis, like average income, average interest rate, average loan amount, city default rate, loan income, risk score, adjusted default rate, interest rate changes values. Data processing, pre-processing is a very important step because incorrect and inconsistent data can lead to inaccurate insight. Then the KPI analysis. In this section, I created KPI cards to summarize key business metrics. The KPIs included average income, average loan amount, default rate. From the dashboard, average borrower income is around 67,000, average loan amount is around 9.6 thousand, and default rate is approximately 21%. This indicates that a significant percentage of borrowers are defaulting, which highlights the importance of risk analysis. Then the loan status analysis. In this analysis, I compared loan status with home ownership categories. The categories includes rent, mortgage, own, and the other. The visualization shows that the borrower living in rented house have higher default rate compared to borrowers who own house. This suggests that financial stability and asset ownership plays an important role in loan repayment behavior. Then the employment length analysis. In this section, I analyze the relationship between employee length and loan defaults. For this analysis, I created bins for employment length to group borrowers into ranges. The visualization indicates that borrowers with shorter employment duration are more likely to default. On the other hand, borrowers with stable and long-term employment history shows lower default probability. This analysis helps identify financially unstable borrowers. Then, the loan intent segment. In this section, I perform segmentation analysis using loan intent categories. The loan intent includes personal, education, medical, venture, improvement, and debt consolidation. I compared average income and average loan amount across these categories. The analysis shows that personal and venture loans have relatively higher risk because borrowers in these categories often have higher loan to income ratios. Education and medical loans appear comparatively safer. Then, credit history trend analysis. This is also a time series analysis. In this section, I analyzed default trend using credit history length. The line chart shows the relationship between credit history and default rate. Borrowers with shorter credit history trend to have higher default rate. In contrast, borrowers with longer credit history are generally more reliable because they have a stronger financial track record. This analysis helps financial institutions evaluate borrowers' reliability. Then, what if analysis and predictive insights. In this section, I perform predictive what if analysis. I created an interest rate parameter to simulate how changes in interest rate affect default probability. The analysis shows that the interest rate increases, default rate also increases. This is because higher interest rate increase repayment burden on borrowers. This type of prediction analysis is very helpful for financial planning and risk management. Let me show an example. The differences. Let me take it 6. You can clearly see the differences, the changes. Moving forward. Then the geographic analysis. The original dataset did not contain geographical information such as state or city. Therefore, I created simulated geographical data to demonstrate regional analysis using map visualization. These analysis helps identify regions with high default concentrations. In real-world banking system, geographic analysis is extremely useful for region-wise risk management. Then we have risk score analysis. One of the most important part of this project is risk score analysis. I created a custom risk score using DEX formula based on loan percentage, income, default rate, average income rate, and average loan amount. And here loan percentage, income, loan amount, person default on file, and person employment rate. The purpose of this score is to identify risk borrowers. I also applied conditional formatting in this table. Green indicates low risk, yellow indicates medium risk, and red indicates high risk. The analysis shows that a large number of borrowers fall into the high risk category. This indicates a higher probability of defaults in the dataset than the row label security. In this project, I also implemented raw label securities, also known as RLS. RLS is used to restrict data visibility based on user rules. For example, a user assigned to rent category can only view rent-related data. This improves data privacy, security, control access. RLS is widely used in real business dashboard where different users should access only authorized data. Then the dashboard features. This dashboard contains multiple interactive features such as KPI, cards, slicer, filters, dynamic charts, risk analysis, predictive insights. User can interact with the dashboard and analyze data dynamically based on different filters and categories. Then the business impact and key insights. This project can help financial institutions in multiple ways. It helps identify high-risk borrowers, reduce loan defaults, improve lending decisions, monitor credit risk effectively, enhance financial risk management. This dashboard can support data-driven decisions making in the business banking sector. Then the conclusion. To conclude this project successfully, analysis borrowers' financial behavior and credit risk pattern using Power BI. Now, Elise, thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope this project presentation provides a clear understanding of how Power BI can be used for credit risk analysis and business decision making. Thank you.